Before the class starts, everybody will just concentrate, close your eyes and take a deep breath. And promise yourself that next 45 minutes, 50 minutes, you are going to be with me. Okay? And always believe that you are the best student. Okay? Anybody and everybody in this class, you should always feel that you are good at maths. That's why you are in this class. If you are not, this is another place.
Hello.
Hey Arnav. So Arnav, we are doing 30 seconds of meditation, okay? So everybody will close their eyes and just follow what I'm doing, okay? Just close your eyes, take a deep breath. And then promise yourself that yes, I'm the best when it comes to maths. Okay? I'm the best when it comes to maths. Because you do wonders when you believe that you can do wonders. Okay? Alright, let's get started. Everybody is done with meditation? Everybody ready to commit next 50 minutes for me?
Yes.
Wonderful. Now,
Yes.
all that you see on the screen, is that what you're going to learn? No. If I teach you guys circle equation, you will go mad. So that is for the 10th graders, okay? Not for you guys. And everybody.
High school? Yes.
Okay. And since we have a lot of kids in the class, questions that are not relevant, try avoiding those questions. Otherwise, it creates a lot of distraction. Last week you come here so that I can see you. So, what we have to learn today? On this chair. So we have talked about lines, line segment, rays. We talked about angles, acute angle, obtuse angle, right angle. Then we talked about triangles, different kinds of triangles, right? Equilateral,
Isosceles.
yeah,
Equilateral.
and scalene. Then we talked about acute, obtuse, and right angle triangle. Then we looked at some of the properties of quadrilaterals. That is where we talked about a rectangle, we talked about square, we talked about rhombus, did we?
Yes.
We talked about rhombus, we talked about kite, we talked about trapezoid, yeah, and then we talked about parallelogram. Did we? No.
Yes.
So we talked about all the properties of these shapes. Meaning when we say rectangle, the opposite sides are equal, this and this are equal, every angle is 90 degrees. When we talk about a square, all the sides are same. All the sides are same and the angles are 90 degrees. When we talked about rhombus, what we found was rhombus is nothing but a squeezed square. You have a square and you squeeze it from both the corners. Somebody who's not talking, please stay on mute so that there is no background noise. Okay, so if I have a square, if I squeeze from the corner, that is when it becomes rhombus, meaning it becomes taller and thinner. But all the sides are same length. So between a square and a rhombus, if you see, both have one common property. That's it here. If you look at a square and a rhombus, square also has all sides same, rhombus also has all sides same. This is common. What is different? In case of a square, all the angles are 90 degrees. In case of rhombus, it is not. Because we squeezed it. The angles change, sides did not. Okay? And then, in case of kite, what we saw was only this side and this side are equal. This side and this side are equal. Yeah? Now, in trapezium or trapezoid, what did we see? Does anyone remember what is a trapezoid? I'll come to last week. Let's see if anybody on the screen remembers what is a trapezoid. Yes, Salini, go ahead.
A trapezoid is a quadrilateral which has four sides and then.
And?
God, what was I supposed to say? Sir, can I go next?
Yes, Arnav. I'll come to you.
A
Wait.
trapezoid is it's like a, what is it called again? It's like a four-sided, like, it's like something with the four corners thing, like four corners, but there is one thing. All of the corners are all acute.
No. You're going in wrong direction, so I'll have to stop you here. Let's see if Yaganya remembers. Then I have some kids raising their hands here also.
A trapezoid has only one set of parallel lines.
Okay, that's a good answer. Aditi, yeah, tell me. Aditi, yeah.
A trapezoid is a quadrilateral, and it has like one side. I think it's like, if you see the trapezoid here, it has some of the corners kind of look like an acute one.
No. I'll request you to stop there. Let's see if I have some. Yeah, Tasli, go ahead.
I was also going to say a trapezoid has one set of parallel lines.
One set of parallel lines. How about you?
A trapezoid is a quadrilateral and a polygon.
Okay. Yeah, Akshara.
I think it's same as Yagana. I think it's
See, you guys have learned the advantage of what do you call technology, copy paste. Okay, let's see what Mandeep has to say. Yeah, Mandeep.
I know circles have no sides.
I'm talking about trapezoid. So this is a trapezoid. So what is the property you know is what I'm asking. I'll talk to you. Don't. Yeah. Do you know what is the property of a trapezoid? Okay. So I heard answer from many of you. Let's see what you have to say.
Two of the sides are the same height.
Okay. So now, after collating everything that I heard from you all, what a trapezoid is? A trapezoid is a quadrilateral. Every shape which has four sides is called a quadrilateral. So be it a trapezoid, be it a kite, be it a rhombus, be it a rectangle, be it a square, be it a parallelogram. Everything here on the screen has four sides. So everything is called quadrilateral. No question about it. One of you also said that it's a polygon. Yes, polygon. Every shape that we talk about is a polygon because polygon stands for a shape which has more than one side. Here everything has more than one side. So it's a polygon also. That's also right statement. And then some of you also gave me a very accurate definition of a trapezoid, saying trapezoid is a quadrilateral, meaning it's a shape which has four sides and it has only one pair of parallel lines. So this and this are pair of parallel lines. These are parallel lines. One pair of parallel lines. What does it mean? These two lines, if you extend them, they will never meet. Or the distance between the two lines remains the same. Okay? So, any trapezoid, if you talk about, if you ever have to describe a trapezoid, right? If you have to, let's say, describe your teacher, what will you say? I have a teacher who teaches me math, who is very old, he wears glasses, he has no hair. Right? That's my property. Correct?
You have hair.
Very little. But same way, if you have to describe a trapezoid, you will say trapezoid is a quadrilateral, meaning it has four sides and it has only one pair of parallel lines. And there is no other relationship. We don't know whether the sides are same or not. They are not same. Yaditi.
If you're doing like to describe, like, there was a man who teaches math, is bald and with glasses with a cute beard. Is that an example?
Yeah, that is me. That is how you'll describe me, right? You'll say there's a man who's old, who's bald, who wears glasses and he teaches maths. Yeah. Same way, property of the trapezoid is this. It's a quadrilateral with one pair of parallel lines. Okay. Now, one last shape before we start talking about area and perimeter. Okay. Because you guys have not dealt with area and perimeter so far. We'll come to that. Last shape is parallelogram. What is a parallelogram? Anybody remembers, recalls, knows? Yes, Aditi.
A
parallel. Yep. Yeah. Yes, Ami.
A parallelogram is a shape that has two pairs of parallel lines, like the name suggests, and it has two, like one of the parallel sides is diagonal, parallel lines are diagonal, the other ones are straight.
Solve what happened? You're jumping. Okay.
I've been jumping, so something is about
Yeah.
screen like
Yeah.
shapes and
So
stuff.
tell me what is a parallelogram, Salni, quickly.
It has two pairs of parallel sides and
I'll come to you guys also.
connects them.
Okay. And how come Mandeep is very quiet? Mandeep is quiet. Arnav is quiet.
It's a parallelogram with
Gautam is quiet.
it's also a
Yeah.
quadrilateral.
The reason I'm quiet is because I'm trying to fix my camera.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
saying it's camera and I'm not able to on my camera.
Okay. Tell me the parallelogram. Camera. I'm not interested in camera much, but tell me if you know what is a parallelogram.
A parallelogram has all of the sides has parallel. Like all four sides are parallel.
All four sides are parallel. How come?
And there are two pairs of parallel lines.
That's a parallel lines. Okay. Let's
And
see what.
it has acute and obtuse angles.
Okay. Okay.
And
Gautam.
it's in a group with like squares.
Hold it there. Let's say Gautam. You have not said anything so far.
A parallelogram has two parallel sides.
Okay.
It's a quadrilateral.
Okay. Yeah, Nihit.
A parallelogram has four sides and four angles and has parallel lines and is a quadrilateral.
Okay.
A parallelogram has two sides that are same and two sides that are different.
So there's something called unity in diversity, meaning we are all together as one group. We are all trying to learn maths, but everybody is so diverse. Everybody has different ways to define things. I'm not saying something is right or wrong, but no, we collect information from each one of you, right? Sorry, don't do that. So I'm collecting information from all of you, and that becomes my accumulated information. So that's where friends are very useful. When you talk to them, when you hear their opinion, when you collect that information, combine it together, that becomes your combined information or knowledge. Let's see what I heard from you all and how do I relate that. You all said parallelogram is a quadrilateral. No denying that. Quadrilateral, every shape which has four sides is a quadrilateral. Agreed. It has two pairs of parallel lines. Some of you said all lines are parallel. No, all lines are not parallel. Only the opposite lines are parallel. So this and this are parallel. This and this are parallel. Okay. So two pairs of parallel lines, that is a right statement. But all lines are parallel, that will not be correct. We'll say opposite lines are parallel to each other. Okay. Some of you said it's a polygon. No denying that, it's a polygon. Some of you said that it has four angles. And then some of you said that some angles are more than 90, some are less than 90. That is where I would beg to disagree. The reason being, parallelogram doesn't say so. Parallelogram is a very cute shape. It is not like me, like you probably, yes. No, but parallelogram is a quadrilateral, one line. Second line says the opposite sides are parallel. Okay. I will add one more word or two more words. I'll say parallelogram is a quadrilateral and opposite sides are parallel and equal to each other. That's it. Done. Meaning opposite sides are parallel. So this is parallel to this. This is parallel to this. And equal. So this is equal to this and this is equal to this. There is no relation between this and this. Okay. We are not talking about that. Only the opposite sides are parallel and equal. So they are parallel and they are equal. They are parallel and equal. Okay. That's all. Now, some of you said that some angles are more than 90, some are less than 90. No. My rectangle can also be a parallelogram. This is a generic definition. Every quadrilateral which has opposite sides parallel and equal, they are parallelogram. Regardless of whether the angle is 90 or not. Or if you want to put that also in a definition, you will say a parallelogram is a quadrilateral where the opposite sides are parallel and equal regardless of the angle. That's the perfect definition. You cannot go wrong. But if you say some angles are 90 or not less than 90 or more than 90, you are restricting the boundary of a parallelogram, wherein parallelogram never says so. Because your rectangle can be a parallelogram too. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. That's it. If it's 90 degree, you call it rectangle. If it's not, it's a generic parallelogram. Okay? Make sense? Everybody with me? Mandeep?
Yes.
Mandeep looks worried? No? No? Everybody okay? Alright.
Yes.
Okay. Arnav, you are with me? Arnav, I'm checking.
I already said it.
Yeah, no, you said it. I'm saying, I just changed the definition a little bit, right? I said parallelogram is a quadrilateral, opposite sides are equal and parallel, regardless of the angle. Yeah? Alright. Now we have talked about the properties enough.
Can I go to the restroom?
100%. Don't play with that. So,
I'm meaning to.
yeah. No, so what I'm saying is, we have dealt with the shapes enough. Many of you are already tired talking about the properties. But you know what? Knowing the properties are very important. You will see some advantages of the properties that we have learned. Okay. Now, no playing with the glasses, no playing with pen, pencil, no dreaming about the movie that you want to watch after the class. Okay, everybody stays in the class with me. Okay? You, which movie are you going to watch tonight? None. So, don't even think about the movie. Let's finish the class and we'll see what to do next. Okay? Alright. Salini, what happened? Now, what you will do is talk about area and perimeter and learn how to derive area and perimeter of different shapes that we have learned. Okay? You guys are small, so I'm not going to prove how those area formula is derived. I will just explain. When you guys, after maybe a year or two, once you guys go to level 2, that is when I will tell you why area of a trapezoid is equal to half into height into a plus b. I will explain this to you also, that how, yeah, where a and b are the, that looks big, but it's easy. They are the two parallel lines. A and B are the two parallel lines, and h is the height between them. So I'm not going to explain you guys how this formula is derived, okay? Because if I do that now, you guys will start scratching your head, and you will have as many hair as I have now. Okay? So I will not try proving this formula, but I'll tell you what is the formula and how do you build the understanding around that. Okay? Alright. So Nihit is worried about his hair. He is worried about knowing that he will have as many hair as I have. Don't worry about that. Okay? This one I got as a gift from my dad. My dad has less hair, so I got less. But if your dad has a lot of hair, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
He has an afro.
Okay. Now come back to the class. I will, if I crack a joke in between, which you guys can call as a dad joke, that is only for a small refreshment, not to get diverted and start talking about the joke. Alright. So tell me, if I look at, everybody knows what is area and what is perimeter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Knowing as in, you understand this. If I say, find out the area of this guy, how can you find? Yeah, sorry, Sami.
Connect the bird to see.
So first you need to break the shape into an actual shape, and then find the area of each shape and add them together.
Right. So what I'm saying is, if I just say area of a shape, any shape for that matter. Yeah, Mandeep, you want to say something?
That looks like a ghost.
Yeah, area of a ghost. That's what we'll find out today. Okay. So coming back to the point. Yeah, Diti, you have a question?
Do you do a ghost street just for Halloween since it's the Halloween?
Yeah, we'll find out the area of a ghost because we are approaching Halloween. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody here. So yeah, coming back to the point. When you talk about area of any shape, simple understanding is the space that it takes on the board. This is a basic understanding, okay? This takes this much area. If I'm talking about this shape, whatever it is, This takes lesser area. If I talk about perimeter, I am talking about the boundary, length of the boundary from beginning to the end. You here on the board, there is nothing on your notebook right now. That is wastage of time.
You can just rewatch the video.
So pay attention here in the class, okay? Don't go there. So what I was trying to say was, any shape that we talk about, area of that shape means the space that it needs on the surface, on the piece of paper where you are drawing it, and the perimeter is nothing but the length of the boundary. Okay? Now let's come back to actual business. Let's do business.
Business.
Okay, everybody here. So don't spend time on drawing and then erasing. You not here. Does anybody? Okay, now I'm trying find out the area of this rectangle. Who all knows how to find it out? If this is length, this is width. How do you know? How do you find the area of a rectangle? Yaditi.
Like for example, if there is to find the area of a rectangle, you gotta multiply. So like if there's the length is 10 and the width is 5, so 5 times 10 is 50. So 50 times 50 is 100. It is 500. So 500 is the area.
Okay, so short answer to that would be area of a rectangle is length times width. Yep. Yes, Ami. Is that the same thing? Yeah. Bandip, you were saying the same thing? Salini? Agree? Length times width?
Same.
Yeah. Now, here, one small information that you would want to know is this. Look at this square. Let's say this is a square with 1 centimeter length, 1 centimeter width, meaning all sides 1 centimeter. What will be the name of this square? 1 centimeter square. Yeah. Now I make this. I add 1 more centimeter square here. What it became? 2 centimeter square.
3 centimeter square. That adds up the
3 centimeters
the other square.
Okay. 3 centimeter square. 4 centimeter square. Now don't look at this as a square. So this is, we are saying this is 4 centimeter square. But what do you see here? This became like a rectangle with 4 centimeter in length, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, 4 centimeter length, 1 centimeter width. It became 4 into 1 centimeter square. Yeah. So that is how.
Sorry, I'm just in the bathroom.
That's okay. So we are talking about a rectangle. We are talking about how did the formula for formula for area of rectangle became length times width. The way you can look at it, this is a square, small square, 1 centimeter in length, all sides 1 centimeter. So we will call it 1 centimeter square. Added 1 more square of same size. This became 2 centimeter square, 3 centimeter square, 4 centimeter square. So now if you look at these 4 square centimeters put together, it looks like a rectangle where the length is 4 centimeter, width is 1 centimeter. It became 4 centimeter square. So you add 4 more here. So now you have 8 centimeter squares. Okay? 8 centimeter square. And then you see 4 length, 2 width. Add 4 more. It became 12 centimeter squares. You see 4 length and 3 width. So 4 3 are 12. So basically, this is how it became length times width. So that's how the area of rectangle is length times width. Anybody having any questions so far? See, you all know area of rectangle is length times width. I was just explaining you guys how it became. Okay. So area of rectangle is equals length times width. Whoever is writing and scratching and deleting, don't do that. Okay, pay attention here. You don't have to be busy taking notes because you have everything on the video. I don't want you guys to spend your time and energy get diverted while taking notes. You have everything on the video. Okay. The child whom I don't see talking today is Shranvi. Shranvi, are you able to follow me, beta? Sandy, are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. So, alright, so area of a rectangle is length times width. This is what we saw. Same way, if I say find out the perimeter of a rectangle, how can you find the perimeter of a rectangle? If my length is, this is my length and this is my width. Now tell me what is the perimeter of a rectangle. Yes, Sammy.
Okay, how you find the perimeter is, let's say your length is 10 and your width is 7 or something. Okay, you're going to add, since you know that the length on the other side, since they're parallel lines, you're going to add 10 and 10. And then since you know the width is parallel, you're going to add 7 and 7, which is 14.
Right.
Then you add 20
Plus 14.
and 14, and you get your answer 24 centimeters.
Exactly.
Whatever your unit is.
Yeah.
34.
Yeah. So that part I'll not worry about. I was more concerned about the approach. So yeah, Mandeep, you're saying something.
Nothing.
Okay. Aditi, what is your explanation?
My explanation is that we gotta add some of the, we gotta add all of the length and we gotta add the length and width and the length and width and then the length added by the width plus the length added by the width and then you'll get your answer.
Right. So now I will explain you guys why I was stressing so much on the properties. As soon as you saw the rectangle, none of us knew the formula for the perimeter. But just by knowing the property of the rectangle, you knew that the opposite sides are equal in size. Right? I just told you this length and this width. But as soon as I said this is a rectangle, you were able to figure out that yes, opposite sides will be the same. So this length plus this length. Width plus width. So that is how you are able to say, okay, this is 10, then this will also be 10, if this is 7, this will also be 7. So without memorizing the formula for perimeter, people can say, okay, area of a perimeter is 2 times length plus width. I am saying don't memorize this. You remember the property. And that helps you forget about the pressure of memorizing formula. Yeah? So that is why property is very, very important. Yeah? Now let's go to square. If I go to square, I'm talking about this is length, this is length, this is length, this is length. I'm talking about square. Yes, Shandy.
Well, I have an explanation for that. Can I say it?
Yes, please.
Okay, so we know that a square has all four sides are equal and it's a quadrilateral shape. So, if you have 5, we would multiply 5 times 5 times 4, and then we get 20.
Focus on this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's a good explanation. Anybody else? Nihan, you want to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, so we already know a square is equilateral shape. So if one side of the square is 7, you basically do 7 times 4, then you get the answer.
7 times 4 will get you what?
It gets you 7 times 4, it gets you 7 times.
4 is
It gets you 28.
No, I'm saying 7 times 4 is what? Area or perimeter?
Oh yeah,
Perimeter, right? Yeah. Because this is 7 times 4. That is perimeter. Now, same way, what will be the area of a square? Yeah, Aditi, you're saying something.
So if you like multiply, for example, if we do like 10 is a length, if you multiply 10 fours or 10 times 4 or 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, it'll give you the answer. So your answer is 40.
And that is perimeter. Yeah? Okay. So now a quick thing. I want everybody in the class to participate. So it will not be the same child answering always. I will point out the names and they have to answer, okay? So that way I will make everybody participate. Otherwise what will happen is only two child will keep on talking, everybody else will not participate. They might fall asleep also. Yeah? I don't want anybody to sleep in the class. Alright, so now I see, okay, I see some child with name Rajay Venkat. Can you tell your name, beta?
My name is actually Aradhya, and this is actually my mom's name
Okay, okay.
device.
Yes, beta.
Everyone say hello to the new student.
Yeah. It's okay. All that socializing you can do outside the class. Otherwise, we'll lose a lot of time just saying hello to each other. And Aditi, I'll come to you, beta. Okay. I will make sure that everybody gets to participate. So that's why I will call when to ask, whom to ask questions. Okay. Otherwise, we will not be able to make the use of the class well. All right. Okay. So we are talking about the square. So Aradhya, you're able to follow whatever I'm saying so far, right? Yeah?
I just joined a few minutes ago.
Okay. So basically, there's a video of the class that you can always watch. So whatever you have missed so far, that you'll be able to catch up after the class as well. Okay. And then if you have some doubts, you will reach out to me. Say, okay, sir, this one I did not understand. Can you explain one more time? And we'll come back to this. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we are talking about square. Area of a square. You need Jandubam? No. Okay. That's fine. So there are some kids in the class who are stretching, showing different signs of tiredness. So that's why I'm asking, checking with them if they need Jandubam, because that's the only medicine I know about which helps you get rid of the backache, shoulder ache, or for itchiness. If you're getting itches, then there's something called Betex Malam. That also we can use. Okay. All right. Coming back to the class. So this is a square. Square means all the sides are same. So we just now we saw that if I have to find out the perimeter, we know all the sides are same. You multiply the side with 4, that gives you the perimeter of a square. But if you have to find out the area, how do you find it out? So what you will do is, rectangle and square are pretty much similar in nature.
Sorry, there was a problem.
That's okay. So if you're talking about a rectangle and a square, they look somewhat similar. They have some lot of similar qualities or properties. Meaning,
Yes.
if you look at, so stay on mute. I will ask you when you have to answer. Okay. So when you look at rectangle and a square, rectangle has opposite sides equal. Square also has opposite sides equal. Rectangle has